preparing for the exam.
For the first and the last time, today we're going to discuss federalism, the carrot
And the stick.
Carrot and the stick. It seems like a mean trick that someone would play on their dog rather than a metaphor for federalism.
Whoa there, cowgirl. What is federalism?
Federalism is a system of government in which the Constitution divides power between a central government and a regional government. That's right. The carrot and the stick refers to the different ways that the federal or the national government influence the local or the state governments.
Let's start with the stick. The stick refers to things that force states to follow rules and regulations, usually through legislation from Congress. The stick comes in two forms of mandates, funded and unfunded.
Now, if the mandate is funded, it just means that the federal government will give money to the state and local governments in order for them to follow these mandates.
Mandates tend to be standards set by the federal government. It can be hard for lower levels of government to do things such as update buildings without the mandates being funded.
Whoa, don't forget about those unfunded mandates, like the American Disabilities Act, which required handicap access to all buildings and all sidewalks.
This unfunded mandate left state and local governments struggling to update sidewalks and public buildings because they were now required to have handicap-accessible buildings without the funds to pay for it.
The stick makes it seem like that the national government is a bully to the lower government, but actually it illustrates the layered cake model of federalism, a model that puts the divisions of powers on top of each other. First the local government, then the state government, and finally the national government.
Next is the carrot. The carrot refers to grants and aid that the national government offers state and local governments.
Like mandates, grants and aid come in a few different forms: block grants and categorical grants. Block grants are a general grant and aid that the lower levels of governments can decide on how to use them.
For example, the state could receive an education grant. If the grant is a block grant, the state can use the money from the grant for textbooks, computers, and any other education-related thing.
The other form of grants, categorical grants, comes with condition and aid. This just means that in order to receive these grants, state and local governments must fulfill a certain criteria.
For example, there might be a categorical grant for textbooks in schools. If a school system wants a grant, it must meet any criteria the federal government has set up, such as a certain book or book company.
Typically, Democrats favor categorical grants. This increases the power that the federal government has over both the state and the local governments. Additionally, Republicans favor block grants, increasing state rights.
Now that you know about the carrot and the stick, how does it affect the struggle between parties for a division of power? By the federal government, it can be hard for the lower levels.
Don't do it to me. The government is a bully to the lower government. Wait, why are you looking at the cake? The carrot?
Next is the carrot. The carrot refers to grants and aid that this national,
You sounded so sad.
from the grant for, restart that.
Okay, good thing you messed up.
3, 2, 1.
The other form of grants, categorical grants, comes with conditions and aid.
For example, there might be for textbooks in school. If the school wants the grant,
Okay.
They must fulfill certain criteria.
Additionally, Republicans favor block grants.
now that you know about the carrot and the stick, how does it affect